And welcome back everyone to some more of my Japanese SimCity 4. This video is going to be entirely time-lapsed as I create this southern section of my little Japanese city that I got rocking here. I just had to time-lapse it because I felt bad that I made the entire middle section essentially off-camera, and I really wanted to time-lapse that. Given how well it turned out, I really want to time-lapse that. But oh well, hopefully this one will be just as nice as the last one. That way, you know, we at least have this one on camera. As you can see, I did some of the roads beforehand, just kind of get a general feel as to how things were going to go. Diagonals are the most annoying thing ever. You have to essentially do them one row at a time. Otherwise, they are not going to build, and as you can see, I'm doing them 1 by 3. Because, or is it 3 by 1? How do you say that? Is that 3 by 1? 1 by 3? Whatever. Simply because I know what lot I'm trying to force in there. So that's why I am building in that particular pattern. There are two sections of this, the left side and the right hand side. I'm going to go ahead and zone this, and I should switch over to something else. Yeah, there we go. That's all done. Both left and right are nicely zoned. So I take my street mod, my street add-on mod, and just gradually retexture all of these streets so they go back into the Japanese streets that we want. This is available in the network add-on mod. Their latest network add-on mod, I should say. They combine so many different mods, so they you get this really great experience of so much different transportation options, and this is one of them. If you, at this day and age, are still playing SimCity without the network add-on mod, oh man, you might be doing something wrong. I don't know. Maybe you prefer the vanilla. Okay, maybe you do. But so many more options. So many more. Really improves gameplay and adds replayability. Gotta love it. Gotta seriously love it. But alright, you can also see from this that I have different attractions in my city. Here I have a Ferris wheel, which is the center point for what I should be getting into it in a minute. Where are you? Come on. Scrolling through, scroll. There we go. A little bit modular here. Figure out which way they go, and I can kind of stick them together. So we have Mr. Ferris wheel, and that little tilt-a-whirl thing, as well as, I guess, a skating park, and carousel, I guess that is. Can add one more section on top of here. Nah, oh, come on. Not there. Pondering. Okay, yeah, I add that section there with the dinosaur and the little stage for plays or, whatever else. And then I add the other one in, right? Yeah, there we go. I slap that little guy in for a nice little amusement park. Now, there are other mods for amusement parks. Believe it or not, one person was so into amusement parks that they created what's essentially Roller Coaster Tycoon for SimCity 4. There is a mod out there where you can construct your own theme park with your own custom-built roller coasters and just have fun with that. It's kind of crazy how much you can do with this game and the mods that are available. If you like the Tycoon series, again, just adds more fun to the game. Zoning for 4s here, because 3s are mostly low wealth, or no, 3s are mostly medium wealth, sorry, with the mods that I've installed. 4s are usually low, they can go higher, but overall they're usually lows. You can see to the south here, as we scroll down, do we scroll down? Nope, we're scrolling up. Oh well. South there, I have a shrine. We'll see that more in a minute. Here, we're just trying to get the basic layout of this particular city. I'm not trying to center the zones around the attractions, but I do want them to be very obvious highlights. So I'm making this area a little bit larger. Zoning in 4s, I'm having a little bit of trouble. It doesn't want to zone onto the street, regardless of, Control Alt, whatever you want to hit. It wants to go onto the higher density road. So So I have to be careful of that and just kind of delete the ones behind it. Force it to go the way I want and reconnect. Easy peas. Easy peas. Alright, so that's now nicely done. Thinking about adding some more stuff, such as a school. School's nicely added in. Contemplating police and fire. I am adding more police and fire in. I really, really am. Just kind of hard to place it in because I don't have a really good mod for it that lets it just go, yeah, that totally fits there. That's exactly what it looks like. That is what should be there. I mean, it's very Maxis. So, trying to avoid those whenever possible. And once again, just creating a little bit of a thing here. Trying to figure out how I want to zone it. Breaking it up as to not look really uniform. You can kind of see the shrine there. Just have to look better. Below that there are two, what are they? Onset, what's the word? Ah, frack. Hot springs, there we go. I included 2 hot springs in there. Because that was a nice little common one that I saw a lot on Japanese modding websites. Hot springs. Definitely hot springs. So, chuck that guy in there as well. Why not? If they're modding it, I'll throw it in. And once again, we're doing fours because we do need some low wealth things like that. And I fear this is where they're going to go. Can't do all though, unfortunately. The diagonal kind of messes us up a little bit. But that's okay. Now you can't see it while I'm doing this, but I do have a few crashes here, which really, really annoys me. I don't know what it was, but at this point I did encounter a few random game crashes. So I wind up actually saving a lot throughout this. Here I'm just zoning some more 3s, some 4s in there. You know, a little bit of everything. Oh, excuse me, a little bit tired. I just got done actually making this. So yeah, there you go, shrine a little bit up close. I think it looks a lot, it looks nice. Different from my other one. I'm leaving plenty of room around it, you'll notice, in order for trees, which I'm plopping in right now. That way I don't do anything stupid, like build there. Because, you know, the shrine has trees in its slot, so I figure, you know, we need to get surrounded with trees. And then on the other side of the road, we'll have our you know, buildings. More 3s for some medium wealth or high wealth, whatever wants to fit in there. 1 by 1s on the diagonals. And then I don't get too close to the hot springs, though. Because you can see back there, that would be really, really perverted if there was a house there, and you can just, like, peer directly in to the hot springs. So I make sure I surround this thing with trees. Kind of give it some privacy, you know? And now we're just zoning the rest of the things out. Soon we'll be hitting the other hot springs. Difference between the two of them, one has a clear separation for male and female. The other one's a little bit weirder in that regard. A little bit weirder. You can see that there's like a lake and then maybe a spring or something? I don't know, it's very strange. And it's just mainly the one building. But I added it anyway, because I thought, why not? Looked kind of cool. Changing direction to which way I want the houses to face. Want them to face this way. But as you can see, it does take quite a while actually developing all of this. Simply trying to decide, you know, where you want everything to go, how everything's going to look. Oh my god, is your design actually decent, or does it suck? Hidden tree there that I had to delete. I haven't unpaused it yet. I think the not unpausing is what's crashing the game every once in a while. Because there's like so much to consider here that it just goes a little bit insane. No problem though, no problem. But as you can see at this point, most of this area is completely done. I have to add trees, but most of the residential is completely under control. Got that nicely placed. And once we fill this in with trees and random lots, not lots, really models, really, just to kind of connect everything and make it look like, you know, better, then we'll be about done. Maybe throw in some civics, but yeah, save my game again. Don't want them crashes. Yeah, I have a bit of a demand for commercial, and I contemplate what to do about that for a while. But while I'm contemplating, go back and place in the trees. Oh, and as you of course can see this entire time, on the left-hand side, we do have more farms, right? We put more farming in. And now my idea here for this particular area is, now that we've done essentially an entire side, in a very unusual style. Essentially I built 3 different sections of town and connected them. Definitely not my usual style. But now that we've done this, it's time to think about the center. And I'm going through the process of figuring out how to zone that. Figuring out what by what makes most of my low wealth, medium wealth, high wealth, medium density zones and high density zones, so I can construct my downtown. Oh man, that's so difficult. There's an insane lack of apartment buildings. I may have to get creative with this, but we'll find out later. Here, just kind of drawing things around. Yawning into the microphone, which is definitely not professional. But yeah, just trying to fill in a little bit more. So far I like how it looks, but we do miss commercial this way. We do need to add in a lot more commercial, and you'll see that we'll be doing that too, eventually, after I'm done staring at the screen like an idiot. Stare, stare, stare. Oh, okay, we're adding trees there. That's good, that's good. Definitely belong there. We got the hot springs across the road with this little separation for the different baths, or different springs rather. Nicely surrounded in trees, it'll fill out more when a game runs. That's how that mod operates. And now I'm taking stock, seeing what I like. Coming across this area over and over and over again, thinking, is this really the way that should look? Should it be different? It's a little bit squarish, I don't know. What should go in there? Meantime, I lower the avenue, connect everything on up, make sure everyone can go wherever they want. And at some point, I will make more commercial there, I do believe. I like that park though, I really do. That people are like going into that detail where you can like just customize your own theme parks and stuff in this game. I think that's just really awesome. Yes, more trees of course. Connect everything up with trees. So there's a clear separation between this area and my downtown. These are more suburban little cities, villages, whatever. And along that happy little river, it's gonna be my main. Checking out power and water, because we cannot lose power and water. If we lose power or water, we have to completely restart, or reload our game. Because our commercial will be abandoned and they'll never come back ever. But you can see they're coming in, slowly. Depending on what I have a need for. Filling in the gaps as they do. But yeah, you can see it does take a lot more effort, I think, to actually make a city like this. When you're actually going for aesthetics instead of the earlier cities. Don't get me wrong, my earlier cities were really, really interesting. They served their purpose very, very well, trying to get all that high wealth. But row upon row of just frickin' of stuff. I mean, I think back on that, and it's like, what was I doing? What was I doing there? Oh, right, I'm testing to see if there's a larger thing than a 4x4. I think I did like a 7x4 or a 6x4 there. And I'm noticing a lot of demand for commercial. So it's starting to occur to me, maybe we should put in some more commercial. Hot spring. Not dense enough, so we're adding some more trees. Not everywhere, mind you, not everywhere, just here and there. Here and there and here. Maybe little trees over here. Maybe some happy little guys over there. Block the view of the hot spring so perverts can't just sit up there in their window with binoculars and peer in. That'd be creepy. This way, if you want it, you have to walk through the 3 trees that are there and then peer in. See? Here we go. Looking for commercial services, both low wealth and medium wealth. Once we have those in, happy days. Deciding if I really want to play this here. Decide, yeah, why not? We should. So I start drawing another zone. Maybe I'll wind up connecting these zones. I don't know. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. I don't know. Maybe. Can't really say. Like, by these zones I mean the commercial. I was contemplating connecting them up. And I was contemplating then having that little thin stretch of commercial that's connected bleed into the main downtown area where all the larger buildings are going to be. So we're just making a little something here. Noticing we're not putting a dent in our low wealth commercial services. Checking power and water. Still not a dent, and we're not paused. But it's like I think it's actually gone up at this point. So it's like, okay, screw it. How about now? No. And then there's a problem. All these people have only 100 people working there. Only 100. Doesn't matter if it's a small building or a large building. It's only 100. So let me go back to the large buildings. Now we're making a dent. Now we're making that dent. And we have a row of commercial. Gonna keep stretching it on out though. There we go. There we go. Now it's all gone. I'm still adding. I'm looking dumbass though. Oh man. But alright. Kinda liking the way it's coming so far. Now we're gonna go back to some of the places where buildings aren't gonna build. And we're just gonna add these little filler houses. They don't have population, but they're the same texture as a lot of other houses, so they look good. Like right there, you would never know that I just clicked that in. You'd never have any idea. They blend in so well, and I love these little I love these little touches. Just to make your city more visually appealing, right? I so dig that. Just the attention to detail on these mods is really great. It's like, you know what? I'm gonna release these houses, but I'm gonna release filler houses for these lots in case you're working with not a complete perfect square all the time. You know? That is so great. That is just so awesome. Certain other games that are city simulations could learn a thing or two from that idea. And there's some tricks involved. You have to make sure the ones that actually have streets out in front nicely line up. You don't want them looking all wonky. Just remember not to fill up everything though, because if you fill up everything, then you can't put in the trees. If you can't put in the trees, then your eye's gonna be like, something's missing here, and we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that at all. And you can see I'm leaving plenty of room for those trees, because this is more suburban. Suburbans, they do have trees. No, because I grew up in one. in a setting not unlike this. So yeah, filled in everything nicely. Everything's coming in. And that takes care of the entire side. Now we can start concentrating on filling the rest of this in, which I'll do off camera. And then begin planning my downtown. So my next episode should be the beginning of my downtown area. I really, really hope you join me for that.